what up? It's Jeffy. I'm here in Toronto, and today I'm going to explore an interesting phenomenon. How the thing that you typically want to do the least is the thing that you actually need to do the most. Now, recently I checked out a book recommended to me by Owen Cook, aka Tyler, called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. And it's a pretty short book, and I actually listened to it on the audio version and just blazed through it on 1.5 speed in an afternoon while I was dicking around the house doing some chores. And this book really struck a chord with me, as I'm currently struggling to get several projects that I've had on the back burner for a while off the ground. And Pressfield highlights the different forms of resistance faced by artists, entrepreneurs, athletes, and others who are actually trying to break through its barriers and actually get their damn work done. Now, this isn't going to be a book review here, and I'd encourage you to check it out for yourself, but there was one very interesting point that stuck out that I'd like to share with you. And when describing the different forms of resistance early on in the book, Pressfield, he mentions a unique characteristic of resistance. He says, resistance will unfailingly point to true north, meaning that calling or action it most wants to stop us from doing. And we can use this. We can use it as a compass. We can navigate by resistance, letting it guide us to that calling or purpose that we must follow before all others. Rule of thumb, the more important a call or action is to our soul's evolution, the more resistance we will feel toward pursuing it. So this struck a chord with me personally, again, because I found it to be so very true in my own experience. I mean, for example, the one exercise I've always hated at the gym the most happens to be pull-ups, okay? You know, I was never very good at them. At the most, I was able to do like 7 at one time, and I just hated them. And it got to the point where I'd actually have them scheduled, for the day at the gym. And once I was at the gym, I would actually do every other exercise that I was supposed to do first, and then I'd actually like kind of stare at the pull-up bar and look at it, and I'd be like, well, yeah, I'm kind of tired now. You know what? I'll just do it at home. Yeah. I got a pull-up bar at home in my doorway. I'll just, that way I'll be rested and I can actually do them fresh. Okay, cool. And of course, once I got home, I'd immediately start doing other shit and then just completely forget to do the pull-ups and just completely blow them off. Now, this happened again and again, and once I noticed a pattern emerging, okay, I decided to really cut the crap and force myself to step up and do the fucking pull-ups every single time. And it actually became like a thing, like a referendum on my value as a human being. Now, there aren't many things that I'd actually say that about, but this was one, because it was an area that I wasn't living up to my own standards in, okay? In fact, I was lying to myself, or rather, resistance was lying to me. Now, flash forward to today, and I go to the gym, I'm able to bust out 5 sets of 10 unassisted quite easily. In fact, I actually look forward to pull-ups day, right? And of course, that's not even mentioning the myriad strength benefits I've garnered from stepping up and just doing the damn work. I actually find them fun now. And, I'm even thinking about stepping up to doing muscle-ups for you CrossFit guys and girls who are watching. And as far as, let's take it to another level, on work. Now, currently, with RSD, the projects that I'm feeling the most resistance toward are, number 1, the online game product, and number 2, filming another hot seat. Now, both of these projects are certainly huge undertakings that are going to require massive amounts of time and energy, but the very fact that I feel such a violent resistance towards getting the ball rolling on them says one thing. These are the things that I need to be devoting the most time to right now for my own evolution. And in fact, one of the reasons that I'm making this blog today is to actually get some leverage and some kind of accountability going on this from the viewers at home. Now, of course, this principle also applies to your own game. So ask yourself, what area or part of the game do you currently feel the most resistance towards doing right now? Now, for some of you, it's going to be the mere fact, or act rather, of going to the club, And for you newbies out there, let me tell you, look, I remember very distinctly what it was like to be sitting at home, pondering whether to go out or not, imagining how much it would suck and how much intimidation I would feel in that environment once I got to the club. And of course, at the time, what did that tell me? It told me one thing. I need you to get the fuck out of the house. Just put your damn shoes on, put your damn coat on, and walk out the front door. Now, for other people, you might have no problem going to the club, but then the problem might be actually approaching, okay? You're there in the club, you see the girl, and all of a sudden, your feet feel rooted to the ground. You know, the rationalizations come up almost immediately, and that's resistance, and what it's telling you is that stepping to that girl is in fact the very thing that you need to do at the moment in order to move your skill set forward. And of course, I mean, it might be anything. It could be stepping to hotter girls. It could be escalating physically, even though you have little experience doing so, and it's likely to come across as creepy or awkward, okay? It could be leading, it could be going for the pull, it could be actually pulling the trigger back at the house. Now, whatever it is that you currently feel the most resistance towards at the moment, that is in fact the very thing that you need to do the most. And in a counterintuitive twist, many times that thing actually turns out to be the thing that you enjoy doing the most once you get good at it. So this is Jeffy, and I'll see you next time.